Hello every pony, Corpulent Brony here. Well, the time has finally come. New pony. Finally! Season 5 is upon us, and I just got done watching the first episode of the new season, and I gotta tell you, I was super impressed. Today in this video, I'd like to go ahead and talk to you about some of the stuff I saw in the episode, and maybe some of my thoughts about it, do a little bit of analysis in here, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get started. First, I really want to speak about equality. Obviously, a key component of this episode was equality and what it means and its effects on society, specifically in this little pony village that we saw run by Starlight Glimmer. Equality is often a misunderstood concept in today's society. I think it's primarily because of the horribly degrading children's media that has been thrusted upon us really since like the 1980s, exemplified by the popular book The Rainbow Fish. I don't know if any of you have ever read this. It teaches that basically standing out among your friends is a bad thing, and if you happen to have a bunch of beautiful rainbow scales that make you different and unique, you should actually give those scales up. Give them to all your friends so that you can all be equal. The attitudes in this book are actually exemplified by the ponies living in the little village. All these ponies have given up their cutie marks and what makes them unique in order to form some sick utopia where every pony is supposed to be equal. The evil inherent in this philosophy, though, arises from the fact that ponies must suppress their true selves in order to fit into this equality culture. This is the central pillar of most governments based on socialism. The old adage, from each according to their abilities and to each according to their needs. Of course, all of us as humans are fallible, and also, of course, by extension, all ponies are fallible, except, of course, for Twilight Sparkle. There must always be some sort of leader figurehead who is unequal to everyone else. This pony in the village in the premiere is Starlight Glimmer, who, it's actually revealed, never gave up her cutie mark, thus making her, in a sense, more equal than the others. To paraphrase George Orwell's book Animal Farm, all ponies are equal, but some ponies are more equal than others. Besides allusions to Vonnegut's Harrison Bergeron that were talked a lot about before the premiere, the episode was replete with references to Orwell's 1984 with the whole doublespeak brainwashing techniques, and even the book series His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman with the forced separation of the kidnapped children from their demons by the magisterium. That sort of thing is sort of seen in the way the ponies are forcefully separated from their cutie marks. Since all ponies inherently are not equal, and attempting to sort of artificially make them so is obviously evil, the best course of action instead would be to just celebrate the differences of every pony. I mean, disagreements are, of course, they're not bad. Disagreements lead to a better understanding of each other and can help us learn new things by talking things over. Now, we've been told time and time again in the show that magic that alters cutie marks is extremely powerful, and the power that Starlight Glimmer wields to remove cutie marks entirely is indeed both potent and evil. Starlight Glimmer's escape at the end of the episode means her magic is still out there in the world, though. It's still a threat, and I'm sure we'll be seeing her again sometime this season. I'd be really interested to learn more about her backstory, to get a better idea of the motives behind what led her to do what she did with all the ponies in the village. It could be just as simple as she's some power-hungry bitch pony, but there might be more to it. There might be something in her past that has led her to where she is now, and like most villains in the past, I'm thinking she'll probably end up being reformed. My friend Owen from Equestria Confidential, a great news site by the way if you haven't visited, has a wonderful idea too that perhaps Starlight Glimmer will be Twilight Sparkle's future student. When you think about it, we have Sunshit Shimmer who came before Twilight Sparkle. As the sun is setting, you do get a slight shimmer sometimes, and then you get the twilight, the sparkle of the twilight. And after Twilight, of course, the stars come out, and then you get Starlight Glimmer. So perhaps Starlight Glimmer is the next student in line. I guess time will only tell, though, whether or not she's reformable. But since Starlight Glimmer is still out there in the world, it sort of brings more relevance to Megan McCarthy's cryptic comments in the teaser, because if you recall, she did say that any pony who is good at magic could use the map for other purposes. Since the map is tied so closely to the main six's cutie marks with the booty calls, I shudder to think what this could mean if Starlight were to ever infiltrate the castle and come into contact with the map. I have a few other thoughts before I finish up here. First of all, I'd like to say I did predict that Nosebell's cutie mark would appear in this episode. At the beginning of the episode, Rainbow Dash seemed to be all about being awesome and fighting and rah rah rah. It quickly kind of got repetitive and annoying, but I mean that's just a minor nitpick. As soon as the village ponies see Twilight, every pony started bringing up how she's an alicorn. I mean, isn't that just slightly racist? Or is that just me? Finally, I really enjoyed the obvious homage to the movie 1984 when the skiing pony ran into the vault and threw the staff of sameness into the Cutie mark wall, thus shattering it and returning the Cutie marks to their rightful owners. I guess you can say we will finally see why the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Season 5 will not be like the real... Okay, that kind of falls apart. In summary, this episode was pretty damn awesome. It brought up some interesting concepts about equality and I think is approaching the subject from a much better standpoint than a lot of other children's media have done in the past. And though most of the episode was spoiled in the teasers and the trailers we've already seen, I still had a wonderful time. It's just so awesome to finally have some new pony again. It's like I'm finally alive again. I'm so happy. Oh my god. I'm just so excited and hyped to see what Season 5 has in store for us. Thanks so much for listening, every pony. If you do like this video, I really want to know, man. I'd like to know because doing these reviews and these analyses coming up for Season 5, it's going to be taking a lot of time and effort on my part, and it's wonderful to know that you guys are appreciating it. And sometimes it's tough when I don't hear anything back and I don't really know if anyone's even watching. So again, if you do like the video, please like or comment or just tell me what you guys think. I really want to know what you guys thought about the episode. See you later, every brony. Que te autumn cantio flash century as it